tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. It's a fresh start throughout the league here in Week 1 as these two teams have high hopes for the season ahead. It's the Seahawks going up against the Broncos.
Larry, we are at the foot of the Rockies as EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the picturesque city of Denver, Colorado. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Between the Seattle Seahawks and the Denver Broncos. So the D-line's going to spread out. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. So a designed run last play. Now Dalton to pass. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Dalton gives to Bernard. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out, how vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
They'll run again with Bernard. Stop shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Shift together here from the D-line. Second down, Dalton into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. second down, Wilson. Caught by Wilson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Luke Wilson, 34 yards. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So the Broncos coming out now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack this. And his first carry, he loses the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And that one coming on his opening carry of the season. Do you give him a mulligan?
You would like to, but this game counts. If this were preseason, he'd get a mulligan. But this is for real, so not expecting that at all. Got to find a way to take care of it. I'm sure he'll get other opportunities.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Wilson snags it left side. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. One Wilson to another for a Seahawk first down. Fresh set of downs here. Now a handoff, running off, tackle right. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. So a little fortunate there because that one was definitely leaking right.
Without a doubt, maybe about the width of a football or so inside that right upright. But he got it to go.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll begin here with Bernard. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. It's second down. Dalton looking. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Dalton here from the gun. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. Some space here. And he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Now a play fake here on first down. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And now here's a carry heading left. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Every now and then when we see a really good run, we really tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen. What the offensive line did, what the receivers did to help. Sometimes the running back's pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of good yardage and made it happen with great effort.
Now it's Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
The drive starts with a handoff to Bernard. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Dalton throwing on second down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Carlos Henderson, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion. A nickel look by Seattle on third down.
Yep, 5 defensive backs now. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
So when you call a corner blitz, what a lot of teams call a cat blitz, you're expected to come after the quarterback. But in this case, he ran into the ball carrier. Really nice technique, because what you do is you come deep as the deepest offensive player so he can't get outside of you.
On second down, here's Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Darian Stewart. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
A fresh set of downs, and they're at the 1, first and goal. They come out here in the I. They'll run here with Bernard. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Giovanni Bernard taking it in from a yard out. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. Oh, he missed it. No good. So this remains a 4-point game. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This is taken at the 3. Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow. Fakes the give to Bernard. Dalton. And that is
is caught for the 2 points. So a big play there. Not only the fumble return for the touchdown, then they get the 2-point try. And, you know, for the defense, though, they were just over there sitting on the field. They had to rush out to try to defend that. You know, it's funny. They actually practice situations that they call sudden change when the team turns it over. I'll guarantee you no one practices a fumble return for a touchdown like that, and now someone goes for 2. Really good strategy by them putting them in that situation. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track. And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down. See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he'll give it here to his running back. Through an opening, and there he goes. 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right. And he's able to get up here to the 26. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception. Looking to throw on second down. Dalton. Catch here, left side, Thomas. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here we go. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. Back to Denver right after this. Now this time he'll look to throw. Left side here to Sanders. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield. The Broncos on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. of the gun, it's Dalton. That's caught left side by Jake Butt. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
Back to the ground. This time it's Anderson. Able to slither by. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing, Dalton. Eluding the pressure right. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
They'll run. This is Bernard. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive.
Here we go.
Again, here's Bernard. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. The Broncos in the hurry-up trying to get to their positions and get set quickly. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. And now to the air, Dalton. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. On the toss, Bernard. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field from the right hash, and this one just a chip it. The first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from down in Arizona, and the early lead there belonging to the Cardinals. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you on to Orlando. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. And out now come the Seahawks. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan is showing you.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
The insistence of speed at every position is really seen at the defensive end spot. These guys in the old days were often outside linebackers. They just pushed them forward because they wanted to play fast and get to the quarterback or the running backs quicker than ever before.
To throw on second down, Wilson. And the grab made by Doug Baldwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And to the left side here, Wilson. 10 more there and another first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll run it now out of the gun. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Now Wilson to throw on second down. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
2nd down following the run. Defense showing blitz. And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Here's Wilson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Wilson to lock it there for the Seahawk 1st down. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Here's Wilson to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw is Wilson. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. On the NFL scoreboard elsewhere, 3rd quarter down in Arizona. The Vikings opening their lead up to 2 touchdowns now. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 45. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Here we go.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Let's go.
Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. So a designed run last play. Now Dalton to pass. And this is going to be incomplete.
All right, let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys, because the offensive guys are always taught, find the first down sticks and make the play. Well, on defense, what do you want to do? Guard the first down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the first down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Now a toss play to Bernard. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football. They just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Now Bernard. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Man, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
They got to have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
All right, so you needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal then maybe not exactly what they wanted, but it's a necessary first step.
Still plenty of time remaining, but you could really use a stop defensively after the kickoff, preferably a 3-and-out.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Shift together here from the D-line. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. And a timeout taken. Just 6 seconds away from the 2-minute warning. This defense wanted to stop the clock prior to that, and they do. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Now they try the right side here. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it. And coming out now, the Broncos. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
So the D-line's going to spread out. Back to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
And checking that NFL scoreboard there in the fourth quarter down in Arizona. And the Vikings opening up their lead. They've scored again. A win would be their first of the young season. He'll look to throw. A dump off to Anderson. And he goes out right around the 39. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Now a carry for Bernard. Oh, twisting away, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Calling a gain is 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Here's Bernard. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely, this defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week one. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for the Seahawks, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Denver, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon, everyone, as we say so long from Denver.